Yeah, let me read the story that Jesus gave to us about Sheol. This is a real story. In Luke 16, it's talking about the rich man and Lazarus. Jesus says, "Now the poor man," it's Lazarus, "died and was carried away by the angels to Abraham's bosom." Explain that. "And the rich man also died and was buried. And the rich man in Hades, he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and saw Abraham far away and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried out and said, 'Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus so that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool off my tongue, for I am in agony in this flame.'" Now, this is Jesus talking. "But Abraham said, 'Child, remember that during your life you received your good things, and likewise Lazarus bad things. But now he is being comforted here, and you are in agony.' And then he said, 'Beside all this, between us and you, there's a great chasm fixed, so that those who wish to come over from here to you will not be able, and that none may cross over from there to us.' And he said, 'Then I beg you, Father, that you send him to my father's house. For I have 5 brothers, in order that he may warn them, so that they will not also come to this place of torment.' But Abraham said, 'They have Moses and the prophets. Let them hear them.' But he said, 'No, Father Abraham, but if someone goes to them from the dead, then they will repent.' But he said to them, 'If they do not listen to Moses and the prophets, they will not be persuaded, even if someone rises from the dead.'" Erwin, explain what Jesus is teaching here in this story.
John, this is a very sobering story, and everyone should listen very carefully, and I'm so glad that you read it. But notice this. First of all, the man is fully conscious. I mean, he can think, he can feel, he can speak. All of his senses are working, and he's in torment, and he wants some water. And the most sobering thought that could ever cross our minds today is that now, 2,000 years later, he still does not have his drink of water. Hades is going to be a place of torment, as he mentioned. The other thing about it is, you'll notice that his eternity was fixed. He asked the question as to whether or not he couldn't pass this gulf, and whether or not Lazarus would be able to bring him some water, and Abraham clarified, "No, between us there's a gulf fixed, and you can't come to us, and we can't come to you." Do you remember Dante when he wrote his book about hell? Across the door of hell, he said, is written, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." Now, another thing very quickly, I think that that man in Hades knew that his sentence was just. You'll notice that he doesn't complain and say that it's unfair that I'm here. But most importantly, he knew exactly what he should have done to avoid this place. He said, "Go back and tell my brothers that they might repent, so that they will not come to this same place of torment." So there he is, and more sobering, and I'm sure that we'll have to discuss this on another show, is the fact that Hades at the end of time is thrown into hell. So Hades is not yet the final hell, but still is a place of torment.